So, hey, how you guys doing? I'm Coach Dre with Wedgwood. I am here doing an assessment here with Stacy. Okay. The reason that we do the assessment, especially if you're a beginner, we got to see where you're even coming in at. We got to see what we're working with. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put her through a series of tests, and that's gonna tell me how fit she is. I mean, in a sense. Okay. So to start out, we're gonna do a strength test, upper body strength test. All she's doing is a push-up test, as many push-ups as she can do. All right. So notice how her elbows are flaring out. Okay, we don't want that. That's not a good push-up. So Stacy, what I'm gonna have you do is go ahead and stop, drop to the knee, rotate your rotate your arms down, and bring your elbows down. Okay. Yep. Keep your body flat and touch the chest. There you go. That's what we want in a push-up. Okay. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6, and there will be a scale that'll tell you where she's at based off of her age and gender. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stop you because your elbows are starting to flare out again. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so we'll talk about the scale at the end. I want to put her through all the tests first. Okay. The next thing that we're gonna test is her core strength, and that's just a sit-up test. She's gonna do as many sit-ups as she can do in a minute. Okay. So I'm gonna grab some dumbbells to anchor her feet, and then she's got to go arms across and get all the way up. Okay. So next, we're gonna do a sit-up test. This is gonna test her core strength. Now, even though this is an old test, new evidence states that we should not be doing sit-ups. There's other ways to train your core in a better way and in a safer way. Okay, sit-ups on the ground compress your spine way too much, and that's where you end up getting herniated disc. We're just doing one set, so this is not gonna hurt her, and she's gonna do as many as she can do in 1 minute. Okay, Stacy, you are ready? Arms across, and I need you to go all the way up. Bring your knees out a little bit, okay? Yep, right there. And then bring your butt towards the dumbbells a little bit more. Right there. All right, you ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 26, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and time. We got 35, okay? So next we're gonna test her core stability. So we're gonna get her into a plank, forearm plank. All right. She's gonna do this as long as she can. If she can do it for 2 minutes, that's like as high as it's gonna go for now. Okay. If she touches her knees to the ground, I'm calling the time. Okay. If she starts rolling over on one side or the other, I'm calling time. Okay. Other than that, we're gonna get started. All right, you ready? All right, and I'm gonna start it when you are ready. There we go. Good. I'll get the hips up just a hair. Yep.
Is that good?
Yep. And then a nice little tip when you're doing a plank or any type of core, I would say just focus on like breathing and focus on like taking your mind elsewhere to your happy place. Okay. I like to focus on music. I'll sing a song. By the time I'm done singing the song, I'm done. There we go. You are 30 seconds in. You always start singing? One is the loneliest number that you love. I don't think that's gonna help you though. My singing's not that good. You're all alone. One is the loneliest number in this plank. That 1 minute is a long minute, man. And speaking of a minute, you're almost there. That's really good. So I would say your core stability and your core strength is actually pretty decent. You're at a minute, keep going. At 2 minutes is when I'm gonna stop you, okay? Because that's as high as we're gonna go. So her hips are still up, everything's looking good. She's not starting to shake yet, so that's a good sign. Her stability is there. Not too shabby. Good, good, good. Nice when you got headphones in too. Very nice. You got this, you got this. You're a minute and 30 in. Good job, Stacy. This is good. I like this. I think you can make it to the 2 minute. Keep those hips up. Just a hair. Yep. 15 more seconds. You're at 2 minutes. 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. That's good. That's a good plank. I think you could have kept going too. That's what's good about that. All right, so next we are gonna do a start test. This is gonna test her balance. There's multiple ways to do this, but for somebody that's a beginner, I'm just gonna have them do it on the floor. You can also do it over here on the Bosu ball. That's for the more advanced. But pretty much all she's gonna do is she's gonna stand on one foot with her knee up, okay? 30 seconds is the best time, okay? And the kicker is you gotta have your eyes closed, okay? So if she opens her eyes, I gotta call time. If she starts dropping her leg, I'm calling time. You touch the ground with the other foot, calling time. You start hopping around, calling time. All right, so we're gonna get started. We're gonna do 2 times. 30 seconds is the best. Okay, so that's what we're aiming for. Parallel. Yep. All right, so you ready? Yep. And close the eyes. Yeah, yeah. And time. All right, so that was 4 seconds. That was 4 seconds on the left. All right. 4. And then go ahead and go right. Close the eyes. Keep that knee up. Oh, yeah. There we go. Not too bad. Look at her ankle shaking. That's telling me that her ankles aren't that stable. All right. That was 11, though. All right. If that was her better, if her right is her better leg, then her right is a little bit more stable than the left. That usually means that she has a muscle imbalance. Typically, what I would say is her left ankle is a little bit more weak than her right. Okay. We're going to do the left again, and then we're going to do the right again. You ready? And oh yeah, you got this. You got this. All right, that was 7. That was 7 seconds. Yeah, I know. All right, let me get this reset. There we go. All right, go ahead and go the right again. Close the eye. Yep, you good. Oh. Time. 4. So what we do is we take both of the times and we just average it out. Okay, it's that simple. That tests her balance. Okay. So this next test we're gonna do is a talk test. Okay. All it is just gonna test her endurance. To start out, she's gonna walk for 2 minutes at a 3.5 incline. Okay. She's gonna start at a 2.0 speed. Each minute we're gonna go up, incline and in speed by 5 increments, 0.5 increments. Okay. Sound good? We'll start the test. Oh, you already got it.
I got it.
So she's gonna go for 2 minutes right now. Okay, that's just the warm up. All right. Once that 2 minutes hits, we're gonna start the test. Okay. We're gonna put the speed up to 3.5. So that's where she's gonna start 3.5, 3.5, and then after that next minute, that's when we're gonna go up 0.5 on each increment. Each minute I'm gonna ask her to say her ABCs. Okay. Go ahead and say your ABCs.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
All right. Not out of breath, right? Okay, she's good. She's talking just normal. All right, wait until the end. To 3.5.
I still walk or no?
Yeah, this is a speed walk. When you have to run, you'll know. Okay, so try not to talk. Okay, so we're gonna go for a minute. After this minute, I'm gonna bump it up 0.5, 0.5. I'm gonna ask her to say her ABCs. We're gonna see to the point where she cannot say her ABCs, where she's out of breath. Usually, so there's a V1, a V2, and a V3. All right, V1, you can say your ABCs. V2, you can still say it. You're a little out of breath. V3, you cannot talk. That's V3. That's when we cut it, okay? The longer the time, the higher the incline, the faster the speed, the better the VO2 max. Normally, we would have something to test her VO2 max, but I'm just going to go off of, ear just because I don't have the equipment to do that. Still works the same. All right, we're coming up on that minute. All right, Stacy, go ahead and say your ABCs.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Good. She can talk. You're good. All right, we're going to go up. So she's a little bit faster, a little higher of an incline, all right? My wager is on, I'll give her 10 minutes to hit V3. I'll give her 3 minutes or 10 minutes. All right, we're coming up on that minute. And Stacy, go ahead and say your ABCs. Still good. I love it. That's good. All righty. Now we're getting up to the jog, okay? This is gonna be fun. This is where it gets interesting, okay? Nice. We're at 4.5 speed, 4.5 incline. Now there's different ways to do this. Sometimes you just go up 1 on incline, and then in the next minute you go up on the speed. I watched her earlier. Her endurance is pretty solid, so I'm really trying to test her to see where she's at. Your biggest thing is just breathe during this, okay? Because that's going to give you the best results. Still not really breathing too hard, so I give her 10 minutes. I'm telling you. All right, we're coming up on that minute. Stacy, go ahead.
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P.
Still good. All right, next one I'm calling V2. Yeah, this next one I'm calling V2, okay? All right, we're coming up on that minute. Stacy, if you would.
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V.
Ah, you're good. Not, I wouldn't say quite yet. I think this next one is going to be the V2. V2 for sure on this next one. For sure. She was a little bit more out of breath, but I wouldn't say V2 quite yet. All right, I'm starting to hear her breathe a little bit. Definitely V2 right here. All righty, here we go. We're coming up. We're coming up. Go ahead and do the honors.
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P.
Yeah. There's the V2. All righty. We're going to keep going because she's still going. But we are at V2, okay? Usually that V3 happens real soon, within the next minute or two, okay? You can really hear it in her breathing. And then on top of that, if you have a watch, look at her heart rate. Usually you hit that V2 anywhere, depending on your heart rate. I don't know. Depends on your resting heart rate and your working heart rate. But usually it's anywhere from like 150 to 200, honestly. I don't know where she's at. If you want to check it real quick, you can.
Here?
Yep. So we'll see that heart rate, see where she's at right now. If it'll hurry up and do it.
No.
Go ahead and say your ABCs.
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P.
All right, we're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. This next one is definitely V2, and it's about 10 minutes. Like I said. All right. This V3 is about to happen right here. Definitely about to happen. We'll check her heart rate at the end because she's wearing a watch. We'll just have to look at that. Oh, yeah. You got this, Stacy. We're almost done. This is it. Listen to the breathing. You're out of breath. We're coming up on that minute. Stacy, go ahead.
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P.
Yeah.
Q R S T U V.
Yeah.
W X Y Z.
That's V3, baby. She can barely talk. All right, so now she's done. We got about 10 minutes. We're going to bring the incline back down to 3. Oops. And then we're going to bring the speed way back down to 2 for a cool down. All right, you just focus on catching your breath because we are done.
Got the heart rate?
Yeah, let's see what her heart rate is. 170, like I said. There we go. They're pretty spot on. Good job, Stacy. That was actually really good. Okay, so you got to that V2 in about, or V3 in about 10 minutes. Okay, that's a little bit above average. Okay, so your VO2 max, all it is a measurement of how well you utilize the oxygen in the air. Okay. Like I said, we don't have the equipment to really test what her VO2 max is. I'm more of guesstimating, okay? Just, throughout my many years of training, she's pretty good. She's a little bit above average. Most people, they might get there in about 7 minutes, okay? So this is a great test to see where your endurance is, all right? Okay, so we'll start while she's doing her cool down. We're going to talk about her average, okay? All the averages. So to start out, she got 17 push-ups. At her age, 24 is excellent, okay? 15 to 23 is very good. So she's around that range, okay? Good is 11 to 14. Fair is 5 to 10. Less than 4 is poor. So she's pretty good. Okay, she got 17 push-ups. All right. So for the sit-up test, she got 34 sit-ups in 1 minute. Okay, that was the test for the sit-ups. That's testing your core strength. For her age, very poor is 14. Poor is 14 to 19. Fair is 20 to 23. Good is 24 to 28. Excellent is 29 to 37. So that's where her range is. Okay. And then superior is above 37. So she was only 3 off from the best. So that's pretty good. So this one doesn't really go off of gender. This is just straight through. Okay. So poor is less than 20 seconds. Okay. Below average is 20 to 40 seconds. Average is 40 to 60 seconds. Above average is 60 to 80 seconds. Good is 80 to 100. And then excellent is above 100 seconds. She got the full 2 minutes, and I think she could have kept going. So she's got really good core stability. Okay, so that's what the plank test was trying to test. All right. So this one not so good. Her average on the right side was about 6 seconds. Her average on the left side was about 5 seconds. Okay, so this is where we need a little bit of work. The reason that this is so important, the stork test, that's testing your balance. All right, the reason that this is so important is because whenever you're doing a lower body exercise or even just your everyday life, okay, you got to start from the foundation up. Think of your ankles as being the foundation of a house. If your foundation is weak, everything implodes on itself, okay? And a lot of the times, if you have knee problems or hip problems, it usually stems from weak and tight ankles, honestly, okay? So this is a good test for her, okay? So this is what she really needs to work on. So poor is less than 10 seconds on each side, okay? She got that, all right? Fair is 10 to 24. Average is 25 to 39 seconds. Good, 40 to 50 seconds. Excellent is above 50 seconds. Okay? That's what she needs to work on. And there's ways to work on it. Okay? That's why you got to come get with me so I can get you right. Start from the foundation up. So, the last test that we did was the talk test. Like I said, we didn't have the right stuff to really, test that. I'm just going off of ear. So, off the average, they go by speed, okay? For excellent, good, all that jazz. For good or for poor, speed was 3 kilometers per hour, okay? For average, it was 5 to 8 on speed, okay? And then for good, it was 12 to 15, okay? And then for excellent, it was 16 and up, okay? This was hard to do on this treadmill because it really doesn't go above 12. But based off of everything else, I would say she's a little bit above average for her VO2 max, okay? The higher the VO2 max, the better. The lower, obviously the worse. Okay, so I would say she's slightly above average. She's definitely still got some work, but pretty good. Okay. All right. So with that being said, we're wrapping everything up. Thank you guys for tuning in to this assessment video. Like I said, the reason that you guys want to come in here and do an assessment is to see where you're starting at. It's hard to make yourself a program and know what to do in the gym if you don't know where you're starting at. You don't know your weak points. You see what I'm saying? Come in here, do an assessment with me. It's only $35, okay? It only take about 45 minutes, and we'll go from there.